And welcome back here inside the William Hicks Anderson Community Centers. We are set for Alumni League basketball between William Penn and the Philly Panthers here for the second game. First game we had Team Supreme defeating Delaware as William Penn wins the opening tap. First jumper off, and here comes the Philly Panthers on the other end. Deep three here from the far shoulder, no good. Rebound pulled out, and the Panthers will try and set up into their half-court offense. Deep three, no good off the front iron. And a block, and it looks like that's going to be against Penn. They'll send the Panthers to the free throw line. Free throw no good, and here comes Penn on the other end. Layup no good, around and out. Here comes Tolley and the Philly Panthers looking to push. This is Lawson. Inside pass and a whistle. Right-handed layup good for the Panthers, and that's the first bucket of this one. Penn looking to answer, and out of bounds. It'll be Panthers ball. Aaron's shot there. Second chance, no good, and a whistle and an N1 opportunity for the Panthers. Heading the charity stripe is Moore. Free throw no good. But now a deep three here as the Panthers able to get the ball back, and Lawson able to knock it down. So all of a sudden, Penn finds itself in an early 7-0 hole. Missed shot there for Penn as they're still without a point. Deep two, no good. And here comes Penn back the other way, still searching for that first bucket, but a missed pass there by John Brooks. Tolley pushes it up ahead. Mid-range jumper off. Here's Khalif Washington for Penn, trying to go all the way, and a whistle. First free throw for Washington's good, and right now William Penn just trying to find some type of offense as they try to get stops on the other end. Here's Talley, and he loses it. Washington to push. Washington right-handed off the window and good. 7-4 as this is suddenly a one-possession game. Pass inside, and that's good. 9-4 So we talked about how much depth is Washington unable to get the reverse layup to go. Talley loses handle there, then gets it back, pushes it up ahead. Here's a deep three, and that's down. High arcing three from Lawson. 12-4. 12-4 Panthers. So we talked about the depth that Supreme had in the first matchup against Delaware. Well, the Panthers, as that's around and out, have more depth than Penn, as they're able to go 9 deep off the bench. And Penn, they just have 1 reserve. So a whistle here and a timeout for Penn as they trail by 10 with 3:35 left to play in the first quarter. .335 left to play in the second quarter as Panthers are up by 10, 14-4. Penn looking to try and climb back into this game. It was 7-4, but then, well, the Panthers went on a 7-0 run. Lawson knocked down a huge three that brought the lead up to 8. Right-handed layup, no good. And then the answer by James Staples, so 14-6. Here's Talley. This is a Panthers team that definitely has a lot of chemistry. Of course, there's a steal right as I say that. Washington almost loses the handle, gets it back, and gets it to go. 14-8. So now this is back to a 2-possession game. Here's Talley on the outside for 3. That's down. Penn not doing a great job of communicating as they trail by 9 here, 17-8. Here comes Staples. Left-handed layup, no good. Talley loses it. In the corner for 3. No good. As here comes Penn looking to push. Washington steps in for elbow jumper, no good. And here comes the Panthers back the other way. Open in the corner for 3. And that's down. 20-8 with 2 minutes left to play in the opening quarter. This is a Panthers team that's just flexing its muscle right now against Penn. Unable to answer on the other end, but there's a steal. Washington for 3, and that's down. Don't have it in front of me, but Washington certainly the leading scorer here for Penn throughout the first quarter. Under a minute and a half left to go here in the opening quarter. Running clock, unless we're under 2 minutes in either the first half or second half. Staples, mid-range, high-arcing jumper, no good. Supreme able to come away with the board, and they'll look to push. High-arcing 3, no good. Lawson likes to shoot those high-arcing corner three-pointers. There's a mid-range jumper down for the Panthers, and they're up 22-11 as we're at 30 seconds here left in the opening quarter. 7-second difference between the play clock and game clock. As here comes Penn down the other way, unable to get that to go. Stepping in for a deep jumper, no good. That's John Brooks. Under 10 seconds left to play, and that's off the side referee. And discussion here is that the ball hit off our sideline ref, and we'll see whose ball it is to start the second quarter. I believe it is Panthers' ball. 22-11, we'll be back here on the Sports Fanbase Network. And we're back here on the SFBN Alumni League action here today between the Philly Panthers and William Penn. The Panthers atop the Alumni League standings, as there's a two-pointer off the glass there for Vampel. Philly Panthers 2-0 to start play. They're the only team, one of three teams, to have played 2 games thus far here in the Alumni League. Meanwhile, William Penn, they are currently 1-1, as the answer there to make it a 24-13 game. Team Supreme was the only other team to have played in 3 games with William Penn and the Panthers. And if the Panthers are able to come away victorious, they will still be atop the Alumni League standings, as that ball goes down around a couple times and finally finds twine. If they're able to win today, they will be undefeated 3-0 and still atop the Alumni League standings. And if William Penn was able to defeat the Panthers today, William Penn, due to the tiebreaker in the fact that they would have beaten, and due to the fact that they would have beaten the Panthers today in head-to-head matchup, they would be atop the Alumni League standings. Deep jumper, back iron, no good. Unable to answer on the other end, and outlet pass too strong. Layup on the other end is good, and it's 28-15, and Penn has to call another timeout. We'll keep it here. So right now you're looking at a Philly Panthers team that's just able to answer there on both ends. They're able to go, coast to coast on the floor and able to get it to go. Now, looking, the Panthers, when we talk about in head-to-heads, going up against Team Supreme, just last Sunday, they won 65-57 in a, let's say, a lower scoring game for Supreme. And so early on, to say the least, the Philly Panthers have looked like throughout this first slate of Alumni League action here to begin the season, they look like the best team, to say the least. But a lot of basketball to be played, as here comes Penn, the other end. Open three, no good. Front iron, no good. And out of bounds, Panthers ball. Tolley with it, over to the far corner. Right-handed layup, no good, and here comes Penn trying to push. Washington trying to cut this down to at most a 10-point game, but just get something to go here for Penn. Layup no good, putback is down for Staples. 11-point game here, under 6 minutes left to play in the first half. On the other end, Graves able to get that righty shot to go, and it's 30-17. Washington looking to set something up. Washington, little Euro step, righty layup good, and it's 30-19. Washington came over to me before the game and asked if this game or where this game was being streamed, and you can definitely see why. Is for William Penn, he's been their leading scorer thus far. But unless Penn's able to get some cohesion, this is going to be a long 11-12 window here, as a foul will put Penn at the line. As Reek Washington will head to the line for two. Try and cut this to a single-digit game. First free throw good, 30-20. As we approach 4.5 left to play here in the opening half of this one. Second free throw no good. This remains a 10-point game. Penn trying to get a stop here on the defensive end. Deep three no good, and whistle, it'll be Penn ball. So they get the stop they needed. Now they need something to fall on the opposite end. Deep three here, and that's down. John Brooks, 30-23. And a whistle. It'll be Panthers ball. Collard inbound. Panthers up 7. Penn looking to get a stop. Panthers trying to extend their lead, and that's around and out, and here comes William Penn the other way. Chance to at most get this to a 2-possession game. Deep three here for Brooks. That's no good, and unable to come away with the board there was Abdul Mosley. Tolley, whistle, and offensive foul. Charge called against the Panthers, and it'll be William Penn ball. 7-point game. Here's Washington from the foul line, and that's down, and this is a 2-possession game. It's 30-25, and here come William Penn. Tolley driving, right-handed, blocked. Gets it back out to the corner. Under 2.5 to play, and a steal. Here comes Penn the opposite way. Penn fouled. Going up was Washington, and that'll put Reek Washington at the charity stripe, as we will hit 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Timeout called here. So William Penn trails by 5. They have a chance to make it a one-possession game. They trailed to end the first quarter 22-11. They've outscored the Panthers 14-8 thus far in the second quarter. Basketball certainly a game of runs, and William Penn is certainly proving it here in the second quarter. So Washington at the stripe. First free throw, no good. Second free throw coming. And that's off the front iron. So Reek Washington misses an opportunity to make this within as the answer on the other end for the Panthers. So now a 7-point game. Washington unable to get that one to go. Out of bounds, Panthers ball. Panthers up by 7. As they work it around here. And a whistle. And this will be Penn ball. Now the clock should be stopping here as we're under 2 minutes left to play in the first half. It's still running as we approach a minute. Here's Washington, and he loses the handle. And I believe we got a whistle here called against the Panthers. So inbounds, far side for Penn. Now the clock stops with 54 seconds left. Washington, top of the key, gets a pick from Mosley, and then tries to go inside to Mosley. Pass intercepted, and here come the Panthers the opposite way. Deep two here is down, 34-25. 30 seconds and counting. And a foul called, and that will put William Penn at the line. So it'll be 2 shots for Washington. Reek Washington, that is. First free throw good, 34-26. And second free throw no good. 8-point game under 30 seconds left to play. 4-second difference between the game clock and play and shot clock. And oh, here we go. As definitely a hard foul there. We almost had fisticuffs here on this early Saturday morning. As Mosley's still talking, as Vampel definitely squared up with him, and now James Staples getting into it. .2 left to play in the first half as they're going to talk about it, and we should have technical free throws coming. Tally's going to be at the charity stripe. At least it looked like Tally would be at the charity stripe. Technical free throw. I'm not sure if we have two coming or just one. First one's down. Looks like there'll be two shots for the Panthers. And most likely possession. (36-26) as order is restored back on the court. Under 10 seconds left to play. Mid-range step-back jumper good. 38-26, 2.3 left. And a whistle. And it looks like Abdul Mosley putting on the sweatshirt, and I'm not sure if he's walking out to maybe, and now he comes back, walking along the baseline. Wasn't sure if he was kicked out of the game or if he's just taking a breather here before the end of the first half. And it looks like actually we have hit halftime, because I see the clock running, and we are. So 38-26 the score. So we head to the break. Panthers on top. We'll be back here on the SFBN. And we're back. Start of the second half as the Philly Panthers lead 38-26. Now Abdul Mosley and Vamples were going at it. Final couple minutes to end the first half. We were talking about it here with the production team off air. And it doesn't look like either player has been asked to leave the William Hicks Anderson Center here today. As we get the second half underway, it's 38-26. Again, Panthers on top. So among anything else, though, there's still a game being played as William Penn tries to get back into what is now a 40-26 Panthers lead. Here's John Brooks, who hit a couple deep threes. As he's fouled here, he'll head to the free throw line to try and make this a 12-point game again. First free throw down, 40-27 now. Second free throw, no good. This remains a 13-point Panthers lead. Deep three here, that's down, 43-27. Here's Reek Washington trying to answer on the other end, and still a 16-point Panthers lead. Another deep three for the Panthers. Too short, no good. As here comes Reek Washington looking to push, and a block by the Panthers. Under 7 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Through the lane and getting it to go that time was Graves, and it's now 45-27 Panthers. Penn able to answer on the other end. Deep three again, and that's Panthers open up on a 10-3 run here to open up the action in the third quarter. Just 2.5 minutes into it. Quite the opening third quarter, quite the scoring by the Panthers. $19-point lead. As you heard Morrison there letting out some demons, I guess. 48-29. Khalif Washington trying to lead William Penn to make this a ball game once again. As the Panthers undefeated thus far to start the season. They have looked far and away like the best team here in the Alumni League. They defeated Team Supreme last Sunday. There's Reek Washington trying to get that layup to go, no good. Here comes the Panthers looking to push. Deep three here, and that's off the far iron, no good. Rebound tapped out, but Tolley able to come away with it. Tolley to Morrison, back outside to Graves, or Lawson, I beg your pardon, no good. And here comes William Penn back the other way. Righty layup good, and here comes Penn trying to cut into that lead. Don't want to hype it up too much because it is still a 17-point lead for the Panthers. Tolley with it. Far shoulder, Tolley spinning, guarded by Washington. Outside, mid-range jumper, no good, too short. Batted back to himself, Staples. And a deep jumper is down, 48-33. So a 15-point game, still a lot of work to do for William Penn. So it looks like we're going to see Vampel check in for the first time since we almost had a fight break out in the first half. Deep three here for the Panthers. Here's Reek Washington in the corner, no good, too strong. Here's Reek Washington trying to answer for the William Penn as they'll get set in their half-court offense. Deep three down for Shaheed Adams. 14-point game. Panthers able to corral it. Deep three on the far shoulder. That's no good, and the layup is down 52-36. Adams, too strong, but there's Khalif Washington able to pull it down. Deep three, no good. Here's Lawson, high arcing three. Wow, 55-36, 19-point lead for the Philly Panthers. Under 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Washington, deep two, no good. Here come the Panthers on the other end. Inside pass and a foul and one opportunity for more at the charity stripe. Approaching 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Panthers will stay at a 21-point game, but this has been a dominating opening third quarter. There's a deep jumper down, and it's 57-38. On the other end, able to get two to go to make it a 21-point game. That's Rivera, and the discussion here, we are at a minute 31 left to play in the third quarter. It's a 21-point lead. They'll put some more time back on the clock, and it'll be 140. Not sure what the conversation was over there. There's Washington through the lane. Righty layup good, and it's 59-40. Khalif Washington, the steal. Penn, deep three there by Adams. And now it's back to a 16-point game as we're under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Pass stolen away. Here's Penn on the other side. Khalif Washington is fouled, and he'll head to the stripe. Under 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Could be a big opportunity here for William Penn. First free throw, and that misses off the front iron. Now under 20 seconds left to play with the running clock. Clock does not stop unless we're under 2 minutes. Second free throw, no good. So 0 for 2 at the stripe. Mosley fighting for the rebound, unable to come away with it. And I think that's going to end the third quarter. And I believe it will. 59-43. I think that ends the third quarter. I'm not sure. There's 2 seconds left here, it says on the clock. So we'll see. There was a whistle, and I believe this is Penn basketball. So there's a timeout on the floor with 2 seconds left in the third quarter. But with it being Penn ball, opportunity here to get something to go, as there's a drive and an opportunity at the charity stripe when I think we return as Reek Washington. Nope, he's going to go to the line now with an opportunity to make this a 13-point game. Chance to complete the three-point play, and it's down. 59-46. We'll see if William Penn can make this a game again. Down 13. We'll head to the fourth quarter here on the SFBN Network. We're back for the third quarter here on the SFBN. William Penn now down 11 as Reek Washington, a 5-point swing on back-to-back possessions, and Panthers not paying attention. It should be William Penn ball. I didn't think it went off Khalif Washington. He had his hands on his head, so I'm assuming it did. So it'll be Panthers ball. They catch a break. Deep 2, and that's down for Graves. And the biggest difference is the Philly Panthers have just been able to knock down open shots as Khalif Washington, his shot rims out, and he's able to get a steal. Going up with the lefty layup is good, and it's 61-50. Tolley and the Panthers trying to answer. Deep 3, and that's off. Well, here comes Penn. All of a sudden, they can cut it to single digits. Washington looking to push, hands it off to Staples. Push shot goes, and this is a 9-point game. William Penn has scrapped its way back, sometimes literally, to get this to single digits, as there's a whistle. And the Panthers will head to the line. First free throw is down, 62-52. Second free throw coming, and that's down as well. So 63-52. Penn trying to get this to a single-digit game again. They cannot. We're under 7 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Deep 3 far side, and that's down 66-52. A 14-point lead for the Panthers. Reek Washington trying to answer. Righty layup good. And a foul. Reek Washington doing it all here in the second half, trying to get William Penn back to getting this to a single-digit game. It'll remain a 12-point game now. There's been a lid on the bucket, to say the least, for William and Penn throughout this one. Is Tolley able to get a reverse layup to drop? And here comes Washington, 68-54. Washington driving. Washington misses, but then Reek Washington able to answer, 68-56. 12-point game. Penn looking to get a couple stops. Tolley looking to drive on Reek Washington. Good defense from Washington. Deep three here from Graves. That's off. Panthers able to get the rebound and a foul underneath. Under 5.5 left in the fourth. Missed free throw there on the front end. We approach 5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Tolley's going to come out. Second free throw coming. And that's also no good, but a push shot goes there from Moore. And this is a 14-point game. Reek Washington. Over to Adams for three. That's too strong. So we approach 4.5 left to play. Up ahead pass. Panthers attacking. Rimming out. To the far side. And meeting him in the air that time was Adams. Khalif Washington coming away with it, trying to answer. Up ahead to Reek Washington. And that combination has been working for William Penn throughout this one. But they got to get some defense here, or else they're not even going to get it to within single digits, as there's a mid-range jumper in the near end. 72-58, under 4 minutes left to play. Reek Washington looking to push, and he's fouled. He has created for William Penn throughout this entire second half. He's really pushed the issue. But defensively, they have not been able to get stops, and most importantly, they have not been able to collect rebounds, as the Panthers have gotten it done in the back on the boards. 2 for 2 at the line, and this is a 12-point game. Panthers up 12. And a whistle, and that be an inbound near side. Panthers, a reminder, 2-0 this season. William Penn 1-1. The only other team to have played 3 games this year is Team Supreme. First layup no good. And out of bounds, William Penn ball. So, William Penn with an opportunity to try and make this single-digit game. At most a single-digit game, but they can cut it to 10 here as Khalif Washington fouled. Now, he was 0 for 2 at the charity stripe earlier. First free throw down. Second free throw coming, and that's down as well. So a 10-point game. We're under 2 minutes left to play. Full court press here from Penn. Panthers able to break it, and a missed layup. But a chance at 2 at the line with 1:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. Now William Penn calls the timeout. So coming up next here in Alumni League basketball, we've got Fun Sock Fridays. They will be going up against the New Jersey Raptors. Fun Sock Fridays 0-1 this year. and the Raptors 0-2. So a battle of the unbeatens. And the Raptors, I beg your pardon, are the 4th team to have played 2 games thus far. They will play 3, and they'll look to get off the schneid coming up after the conclusion of this one. 72-62. Philly Panthers up on William Penn, and an opportunity to extend the lead here. We'll have the post-game interview coming up after this one with our Alumni League MVP player of the game. First free throw is down, 73-62. Second free throw coming, and that is down as well. 12-point game. Penn looking to push. Khalif Washington steps in for 3, and he's got it. This is a 9-point game all of a sudden. Don't look now. As almost getting a steal there as the ball was crossing the tie line. Here comes the Panthers pushing. Layup no good, but the Panthers able to grab a board. It's more and more able to get the push shot to go. 76-65. William Penn trying to answer on the opposite end, and a whistle. So a chance at the line here for John Brooks. 2 big free throws coming. First free throw, that rims out. Second free throw coming. That's down, and it's a 10-point game. Panthers, far side. They're going to trap. Panthers driving, layup good, and an N1 opportunity for Morrison at the stripe. 78-66 with 1:03 left to play in the 4th quarter. And missing the front end, or missing a shot to make it an 11-point game, as it's still 10, but a block on the other end for Moore. Under a minute left. Penn not trapping. Moore comes away with it and goes up high for the dunk, and then getting a steal here in the backcourt is the Panthers. We're approaching 30 seconds left. Hawley steps in for 3, no good. Rebound for the Panthers, and a whistle, and I think that's going to do it. 80-66 the final for the Philly Panthers. They remain undefeated at 3-0. William Penn drops to 1-2, and we'll be back in a moment with our MVP Player of the Game interview coming up on the SFBN.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the SFBN here with Jazir Knoll. 80-66 the win. You were the leading scorer. You were hitting your outside jumpers. What was really working for you in this one?
I just found some open shots. Just trusted my work, trusted my shot, and just let it fly.
Undefeated on the season. Your team has really looked good in the first part of this season. Beat Team Supreme earlier. Can you just speak to how well you guys have been playing so far?
It's just nothing but pure chemistry and communication, man. Just a team effort, everyone hustling, everybody helping each other out on defense, and most of all, we sharing the ball.
And you talk about team chemistry. How much does that really play into a factor here as you're early into the year and you're still trying to get to know one another?
It's a big one because just developing that chemistry earlier helps it withstand that chemistry at the end. That's the most important part in winning.
Thank you very much for your time. Good game.